We are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Mahomes now on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 52 yards. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mahomes throw caught by Gray. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, they is go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Hey, 15. Hey, 57 colors.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Berrios. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes a little tread left on the tires.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Achane. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Tua on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Patrick going to change the play.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Valdez-Scantling in motion left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Got a man, it's Barrios complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 26. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! Durham Smythe. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And quickly they get to the line. On first down, Mahomes gets gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Solo left Zion.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he completes it to Barrios. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Turbo 1, hard.
Now Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hey, come on, 2. Come.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw it here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball